Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Tiffany from Tiff's Labyrinth Arts and Crafts Studio, and I've been gone for a long time. I haven't made a video in like 2 months. So yeah, it was my husband had knee replacement surgery, and I was taking care of the house and taking care of him, and so I didn't really have time to craft or make videos for quite a while, for like a month. And then I went out of town, and then when I came back in town, I immediately got sick, and I was sick for like 2 weeks. And then the Christmas holiday was here. So anyway, it's been kind of hard to get back into it. So even though my craft desk is a horrendous mess, and even though I wasn't sure even what to record today, I thought I am going to turn this camera on and do something so that I can get back into recording. So what I have been working on, well, in the past 2 months I have done some crafting. I've done some Halloween crafts, and I've started some Christmas journals, and I've got 3 covers started. So I have this one. This is the outside cover. And the inside, this is all fabric, Tim Holtz fabric. And this is from Kate Marshall's Christmas junk journal kit from Inked Paper Art Studio. And this is the outside green cover, and the inside I have a lace little pocket for the inside, and I have not decorated the outside yet. I'm gonna do the inside first. And then here's my third, which I really liked this Tim Holtz fabric. I used it twice. And then the outside is going to be the Tim Holtz Christmas whatever they call that, collage, Christmas collage, whatever, I don't know what you call it. Anyway, it's this one. So and then yesterday I started to put together the signature for one of them. So I've got all kinds of Christmas printouts and doilies and ledger paper and envelopes, and let's see, what else do we have here? We have some documents. I'm not quite exactly even sure what that is. Some music pages, some other book pages. So we've got quite a, oh, and then just some regular coffee dyed paper. So we have some journaling space. So I am going to, let's see, I'm gonna make sure this is how I want it, and then I'm going to poke my holes and to sew the signature in. And not sure that I'll get to actually sewing the signature in today, but we'll be closer to it anyways. So all right, that's about where I want it to be. That should go about right there. There's a book page. This is a printed digital. Oh, there's a nice ledger paper. Half of one anyways. Let's see, that's in a good space. That's in a good space. That can go down more. That can go up more. I have a hard time, well, I'm not sure that I have a hard time. I haven't learned how to print borderless on my printer. So everything has a border on it. And so I've had to cut the borders off of my digital printouts, so that makes them like not exactly the same size as every one of them. And I probably should trim that a little more, but no, I'm going to leave it like it is for now. And then that goes about right there. And then we're at the center. So I should probably clamp these. Let's see, where are my clamps? I hope you all have had a wonderful holiday season. And hope you all have been able to craft some. And I do realize it is after Christmas and I'm still working on a Christmas journal, but in my thinking, it's never a bad time to do Christmas crafts. Okay. You know what? I am going to go ahead and trim that because, well, change my mind again. Okay. Okay, so if I put this right here and this, and I'm wearing my jacket. It's really cold down here in the basement. There's such a big difference. There's like a 10 degrees difference between my upstairs and downstairs. We only have one furnace for the whole house, and of course it's much hotter upstairs. Okay, why is this not? There we go, that's better. Okay, now I'm going to measure about 1 inch from the top. So let's say that's the top. So we're going to take our awl, otherwise affectionately known as our pokey tool, and poke a hole right here. Okay. And then 1 inch from the bottom would be about right here. And, oh, that went like much deeper. Why did that go so much deeper? Okay, there we go. And then right in the middle, which would be about, let's see, which would be about right here. Okay, now let's see, which cover am I going to use for this one? I think I'm going to use let's go with this one. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and fold this. So this is fabric over a thick watercolor paper that I scored down the middle so it would fold better. And boy, that's kind of wrinkling up there. I guess that'll be okay. I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to, since I've got those holes poked there, I'm going to poke them. Oh gosh, that's a big difference, isn't it? No, that's good. Okay. Yeah, we're going to call it like that. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and poke. Don't poke your finger. Don't do it. It's a trick. Okay. Now I'm going to poke through that cover, hopefully using the same holes here. Okay, there's 2. And here is 3. And let's hope that made it through. You know what? I should include the cover in this. Should have thought about that from the beginning. Okay. Okay, now I hope this is going to work. That kind of doesn't. I've not really ever done it like this, so since I did that, let me see if I can do this again to make sure it goes through all of the layers here. Okay, do we have a hole over here? Hole number 1 looks like hole number 2 and hole number 3. Excellent. All right, now I need to get out my bookbinding kit. Oh, the other thing I've done since I filmed last was I have reorganized my craft space. I had some plastic drawers that were kind of had some heavy stuff on the top, and they were kind of collapsing in on each other. So we went to the lovely store of IKEA and bought some shelves. I bought some shelves, Kallax, however you say that, system for the, let's see, so I'm measuring 1, 2, 3 lengths here, and then cutting this. I got a Kallax, like I said, however the heck you say that, system for the art room and for the room downstairs that's behind the art room. So I have 2 very large bookshelves that are much better at organizing things. And so I'm kind of like what I've heard other people say, where, you know, sometimes when you are into arts and crafts, it's just as much fun to figure out ways to organize your crafts as it is to do crafts. I know that may be kind of an odd concept to some people, but it makes sense to me. So, all right, I have my big needle here. Hopefully I can thread it. Oh, look at there. Second try. All right, and gosh, it's been a long time since I've done sewed in a signature. Let me see if I remember how to do it. I think you start in the bottom. Okay. Oh, that's a really tight fit right here. Let's see. I'm hoping that's going to go through. Okay, it went through on that first one, and then we're going to come up to this one. And come through. Okay, and then you leave a little tail right here. And then you go back through, but then you try not to split your other string with the needle. Gosh, that's a tight fit. Okay. Pulling this. Woo, made it. Okay, let's see. Okay, gotta pull that, there we go. And now come back through the bottom. Let's see, that looks like the hole right here. And is that going to go through one? For some reason that does not look like, well, anyway, it worked. Okay, so we let this come through and we pull that. Okay, and then we go through the top here. All right, now, why does that look wrong? Let's see, should I have gone through? No, that doesn't make sense. Okay, anyway, if this is wrong, I'm gonna do it anyway. Oh, I see. This is way far up. This is more than an inch right here. I was going from an inch from my paper. That's okay. All right. So we're going to pull this as tight as it will go without ripping the paper. Okay, and then we're going to tie this one time and 2 times. Okay, so we've got this and we've got that. And then I'm going to cut this string right here. Might want to put some beads or something on that string later. Put my needle back where I don't lose it. Okay, and hopefully that's tight enough. Okay, now we can unclamp it here. And I'm going to do just a flip through to make sure this went through. Okay, yes, it went through the envelope. That's good. Went through this, went through the doily. That's good. And yep, those are good. Book page, printout, Florentine paper, digital. This will be fun to do embellishments in this. These little envelopes here. Another book page, printable. That looks good right there. Another envelope. Let's see, that went through on 1. I guess that's good. I guess that'll hold that in, I hope. Okay. Okay, and that's the center, so. And then, let's see, that's a pretty good size signature for this one. I was doing a 1 signature thing for this journal, so with the embellishments, that should come out to be really, really nice, I think. That seems like there's a lot of space between this and this. I don't know if that's good, but I don't know if it can be any better, to be honest with you. So anyway, we sewed in. We can get rid of this. I just used my big thick dictionary as a way to poke holes into the signatures. Okay, so I think I'm going to call this one done for the day, this video anyway, not the journal. Gonna work some more in this journal later on and figure out what we want to put in here. And work on some embellishments and some ephemera to put in here. So thank you for joining me. Yeah, so hopefully it won't be 2 more months till I make another video. Let's try to prevent that from happening. Thanks for joining me. I hope y'all have a great day. Hope y'all had great holidays. And please hit like, subscribe, and all that. And I promise I'll make some more content. So, all right, take care. Have a good day. Bye.